Original short story, A Work in Progress, by Moy, King of the Beasts. Dee found me half off our bed, embracing the king-size mattress. The footbench was toppled over with one of its legs cracked in half. The broken furniture was the least of her worries, though, I'm sure. 'Cause I'd bet the farm on it, not the one in Arkansas I hightailed out of some 30 years earlier. That poor, fragile, sweet Dee had other things on her mind the moment she stepped through our front door. Death has a way of sneaking up on people and surprising them in a kind of unsurprising way. In this particular case, the grinning reaper introduced itself to Dee by way of a sickly sweet and sour stink coming from yours truly. And I ain't no Chinese lunch special. I wonder if she wondered that maybe I'd gorged myself on our favorite Cantonese pork dish, but forgot to take out the trash for maybe a week. And when she opened the bedroom door, surprise, baby, I'm dead. I don't know if she spewed when she saw me or if she even wept for me, because I was there in body only. My soul had already checked out. But knowing my wife, she did both. Bless her poor grieving heart. There was a needle sticking out of my forearm, which she removed before the police came. That's Dee, always looking out. She must have asked herself, what in the Sam Hill is that doing in my poor Charlie's arm? He's scared to death of needles. And she's right, I am. Or I was when I wasn't a dearly departed. Hell, I've been afraid of needles my whole life. Which honestly is kind of ironic, being I was once the most feared man on God's green earth. King of the Beasts, some third-rate papers called me. But hell, I'd made it. And getting to the top of any damn mountain is tough enough. But being the lineal heavyweight boxing champion was a thing in itself. A rare honor that began with the Boston strong boy, John, now if I'm being honest. And they say I gotta be, if I want to ascend the next mountain, then I gotta talk about hitting rock bottom. And that began in Miami Beach on February 25th, 1964, and just followed me around like a shadow for 6 long years until Smiley found me in Nevada. It was pretending to be Santa, but in a black suit instead of red, maybe from the soot coming down the chimney that didn't exist in my home. In the sack slung over its shoulder was a gift for me, one I couldn't refuse, and it came in the form of 2 greasy silhouettes packing heat and brandishing a needle with my name on it. Ah, hell, my life's a tall tale to tell, and my death may even prove stranger. But then again, dead men tell no tales, or do they? Here I go. Whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life, or whether that station will be held by anybody else, these pages must show. To begin my life with the beginning of my life, I record that I was born, as I have been informed and believe, on a... To hell with the fancy crap. Charles can chew on his last name, can you dig? Divinely inspired, I'm divine in my own right, and I speak in my own voice. And it's definitely not like they do across the pond on the other side. You dig? Now don't dig too deep, that's my job. I'll just go about 6 feet and 1 inches. Here I go. I was born, I don't know when. When I died, I don't know that either. Some say I died the day I was born. So maybe I've been a dead man walking all my damned life. What I do know is that my swan song took place at Christmas time, in the year of our Lord, 1970, and somewhat fittingly in the city of sin. I was roughly some 40-odd years of age, past my prime, sure, but far from washed out. In fact, my last and final fight was just 6 months earlier, and it was a sight to behold. A one-sided beatdown, courtesy of the Big Bear. After the 9th, his blood was on the canvas, and the writing was on the wall. Doc stopped it because I tortured my opponent long enough, destroying his face with my 2 sledgehammers. And I made him live up to his moniker, the Bayonne Bleeder.
To be continued.